Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bears and the Broncos, coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big play that time on 4th and 1, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Murray now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Powell toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. From the 39, Powell. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Another throw for Howell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. That one good for 24 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out, look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Hall. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hall again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl. They'll look to run with Hall, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 12, Murray got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. And Howell will throw it. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw, Howell. Flushed out right. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
On 3rd down is very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. It's Howell with another throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second down, Howell now. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Breece Hall, a 16-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to work. Ooh, the juke. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. 73 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Brought down at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Murray. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room. The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to trip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And this time he is in. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
He stiff-arms him. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Play fake. Murray. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. This offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiance. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago! Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you get a at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Breece Hall with his 3rd touchdown in this Super Bowl. And the Bears are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, open man is Denzel Mims. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Murray now on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. Here's Murray. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. A give, running right is Hall. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the first.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
On the jump. Roll, roll, roll.
Running left, it's Hall. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Powell of the QB sneak.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bears are starting to pour it on to the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for some work from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And he's going to go down again. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history.